What's up, Silent Flute? This is your video blog for today. We're gonna go deeper into pranayama. Right now I'm gonna show you, this is the Yogashala. It's on the rooftop of a particular hotel here in Kavalam, India. If you look out that way, about 400 yards that way is the Pacific Ocean. So we're really close to the equator. So I don't know what month it is. What is it? February. It's like 90 degrees. It's lovely. So what I'm going to have you do is, you can see my setup here. Let me make sure you see the setup. So next to a wall, I have, I don't need this block. So you can get rid of the big block. I just need a little block. Now, if you don't have a yoga block, just a book or 2 books or whatever. And if you don't have that, you don't even really need it, but it is useful because, you know, we're beginning something. We're beginning a learning experience of pranayama. Pranayama is extending your breath and containing your energy. Prana meaning your life force, your energy, the energy created that creates the universe. And ayama means to extend or to bring under control. Pranayama. And okay, so let me get this chair over here. I'm going to have you set up in a specific way to do this very basic beginner pranayama. You need to be able to feel comfortable in your body and to not put effort. You don't want to be putting effort into holding a position while you practice pranayama. And since most people are not flexible enough to sit in any kind of really comfortable position for a long time, pranayama is not possible. And I mean, you can do breathing exercises for sure. It doesn't even need it. I don't even like the word exercise. It makes it sound like it's so much effort. It's not supposed to be really physical effort. It's supposed to be just kind of a concentration effort because it's a precursor for meditation. Now, some people meditate and they don't do pranayama. Okay, we can get into the philosophy of why that might be disturbing to your system in the long term. But maybe I'll save that for the lecture tomorrow. For right now, I am teaching you pranayama because this is how I've learned, and this is the philosophy of the systems that I study, is first you learn body position, then you learn pranayama, then you learn meditation. Okay, so let me set this camera up so you can see. Oh, and the music that you hear in the background, there's a Kali temple. Kali is like a Hindu deity. They just opened a temple, so for a week they play music. And it's really loud, and so whatever. So I'm going to have you set up. I have a mat and a blanket. Some people, they might be sensitive in their lower back, like their bones or whatever sitting on the ground. I don't need it. I'm just showing it to you so that you know that you can do it this way. Okay, so let me adjust this a little bit. So I want you to sit so that your feet are on the ground or on the wall, but I want your thigh horizontal, so I'd scoot in a little bit, or vertical, and the shin bones horizontal. Feet are hip width apart. Be honest with yourself. What's your hip width? That block, or if you have a couple books, put that under your head so that your chin is slightly tucked. Now, what's super important here is the connection of your foot to the wall. So push slightly be pushing the feet into the wall. That's going to get more refined and subtle over time. But for now, it's going to feel like a little push, and then have a slight tuck of the tailbone. So it's a little bit of abdomen, not a lot. I'm not lifting the tailbone. I'm not pushing into the wall, but that is the action. It's just it's like 2% of that. So a little bit of grounding and a little bit of lift of the buttocks towards the back of the knee. All right? So bring your hands to the belly that's below your belly button, the part of your lower belly below your belly button, and just rest your hands there. You can close your eyes if you want. I want you to relax the tongue so that the center of the tongue is not in contact with the roof of the mouth. The center of the tongue relaxes backwards, so it's just barely hovering underneath the soft palate. You have the hard palate in the front, and then behind that is soft palate. You want the center of the tongue to soften and relax backwards, just underneath the soft palate. Hands on the lower belly. Close your eyes. Deep breaths in and out the nose. And for starters, just become aware of your breath. You can use any of the breathing exercises we've already covered. The visualization, I'll give you a different visualization today. But first I want you to become aware of your breathing. In fact, I'm going to bring the camera down here closer to me so that maybe you can even hear me breathe. I'm using what's called an Ujjayi breath. So an Ujjayi, I keep forgetting the camera's over here. The Ujjayi breath is a victorious sound. That's the translation of Ujjayi. Or simply some people translate it the breath of sound. So it's like a gentle snoring sound. So all the same, I just put the foot right back where it is, and my hands are on my lower belly. I just ate some peanuts, so I have peanut fragments in my throat. So deep breaths. Softly grounding my feet on the wall, whatever wall I'm using. I feel all 5 toes touching, the ball of the foot, the heel of the foot, the second ball of the foot, that's the ball behind the pinky toe. Softly push the feet into the ground and draw the tailbone towards the back of the knees. Hands on the lower belly, head on the block or the books. Drop the center of the tongue back behind the soft palate or underneath the soft palate, and then deep breaths. Now there's opposing forces of energy. So prana, like I said, is the life force, but there's actually 5 kinds of prana. And the first 2 are lowercase prana, they named it twice for some reason, and apana. So prana moves upward towards the head, apana moves downwards out the anus, or out the pelvic floor. And so start to play with that. As I inhale, feel the energy rise up the back of the body. And as you exhale, feel the energy move down towards on the front of the body, down towards the pelvis. So you're making this loop. So inhale up the back body to the back of the head. Exhale down the front body towards the pubic bone. Inhale, exhale. Now you also want the breath to stay consistent in its pressure throughout. So it shouldn't be a burst like, and then taper, and then a, it should be very constant. And you can start to play with the duration yourself. If you'd like, you can even count 1, 2, 3, 4, however long it takes you to do a full inhale, full exhale. Try to make them equal to each other. So hands below the navel, feet stamp into the ground, or into the wall. Tailbone tucks towards the back of the knees. Head on a block or books. Deep Ujjayi breath. That is a slight snoring sound. Relax the tongue. Inhale, the energy comes up the back of the body. Exhale, goes down the front of the body. We're going to start to cultivate our prana. Here in the next week or 2, we're going to get into chakras, but we need to actually have a grip on our prana to make the best use of chakra meditation and chakra mudras. So for now, inhale, the breath comes up the back body. That's the energy. Exhale, the energy goes down the front body. Alternatively, if you don't have a block or book, or if you want to try it without, you can even take the block away. But I want, not that the chin can't go up, the chin has to tuck. That can create tension in the neck, so I recommend absolutely use the block, but if you want to try it, it's okay. You can try it without. Just have a tuck in the chin.
So that's the sit-up. When you finish, you can just roll off to the side, or even have a lay down, you know, extend your body, be lay down on the floor or whatever. And so this is really beginning something deeper. Tomorrow for the lecture, I'll actually show you some sequences, some patterns of how you can breathe, as far as retentions, durations, combinations of inhales and exhales and so on. That'll really draw you into a meditative state. This is all a preparation, but everything that we're preparing for can be found in these initial steps. So, you know, so there's 8 limbs of yoga, ignoring the first 2 for now, because they are important. You have body position, or let me go in the correct anchoring way. Body position, breath, pranayama, controlling your senses so that your senses don't create objects in your mind unless you want them to. Concentration, meditation, and then an absorption in kind of the cosmic intelligence. All of those could be found in any one of them. Meaning, when I practice my body position, I can find absorption into the universe. When I practice pranayama, I'm practicing concentration. When I practice concentration, I'm practicing meditation. So they're all intertwined, but for now, there is a logical sequence of, I just taught you a body position and a pranayama. And we're going more into that, and then it's developing your concentration, and eventually it builds towards a meditation. All right, so this was a super long video. Hope you watched it all. Like it, share it, subscribe, and definitely, if you're seeing this on my YouTube channel, go ahead and join the Facebook group, The Silent Flute. For right now, videos are being very public, but like for example, the lecture tomorrow is going to be unlisted, so that's not public. I have to honor the people that have actually made the commitment to join the program, even though it's free at the moment. So just know that more is coming, and this is super beginner. We're going to get more advanced with the mind and how to really take control of your emotional state, take control of your state of mind, be the cause of your own salvation, cause your own happiness. All right, peace out. Namaste from Kabbalah, India. 9th limb, silent flute.